forgot to do that.
And the prayer.
Oh, yes, and prayer. See,
Maybe we don't want to
everything
record
today.
yet.
I am batting 1,000 today. Just a second. Where is?
I can deny it now.
Yep. Oh, all right. So just for the purpose of the recording, so we're on week number 6. We're finishing up. So Dick can I quiz on lessons 9 and 10. So yeah, diving into lesson 9. Let me know if you can hear this.
Root.
Is that
Root.
root? So, do you remember? You have to kind of have watched the videos recently to remember which one's root.
The one
Yeah, but Naomi looks older than Ruth.
Mhm.
So that's easier. So she's in the light blue.
Avraham.
the one on the right.
Oh yeah, the one on the right. Yeah.
Avraham.
Yitzhak.
Bottom middle.
Yitzhak.
Goliath.
Bottom
The big
left.
guy. There's the sword.
Goliath. Yeah, like, don't you want that sword? That's so cool.
Esav.
Isav.
The
Yeah.
left,
Left.
top left,
Naomi.
bottom right.
Dvarim.
Oh man, I know what that is.
All the words. Would that be Davarim?
So Devarim is things. And so
Things.
all of these words are things.
Okay.
Yaakov.
With the bowl.
The middle. Yeah.
Ra.
Sword. It's
The,
bad.
the thumb down,
Ra.
Tov.
Thumb up.
thumb up,
Adonai.
finger up.
Heaven.
Davar.
Bite.
Mhm. So it's a thing, and so
A
it's just
thing.
sitting there.
That's just weird to me because when she was teaching things, she wasn't.
Yeah. Sometimes she was using the object, sometimes she was using the words, sometimes she was using.
Yeah.
I found that so confusing until I just went and looked it up. So
Okay. It's
Devar.
the
Because that doesn't even say Devar.
Yeah.
No, it says Bayit.
Yeah.
David.
David.
The top right.
All right. Great job.
Hey, you guys were smart.
Yep.
Ish.
Oh,
Ra.
Yep.
Ish.
Oh
Ra.
wait, we got another quiz, so maybe not. Sorry, I keep talking.
No, good. Ish Ra.
Ish. Oh, Goliath. Or how do you say that?
Goliath.
Goliath. Okay.
Goliath Ish Ra.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Ish.
Batman.
Tov.
Ish
David.
Tov.
That's David.
David.
Davar. Ra.
Davar Ra.
That gross pomegranate.
There's 2 of them that are bad.
I know they are.
Yeah.
Also-
this will be-
So maybe one is Mayod.
Group, isn't it?
Yeah, I think in this quiz, this one is going to be Devarim Ra'im,
Okay.
but I could be
Okay.
wrong.
Yeah.
Dvarim tovim.
There you go. Oh no, Tovim.
It's the nice
Bottom
fruit.
left. Yeah.
Devarim Tovim.
Nashim tovot.
Nashim Tovot.
The good women.
Parot raot.
Bad cows.
Barot Ra'ot. So, which one is it?
The skinny. The ones on the right.
It took me
Oh yeah, they are skinny.
surprisingly long to figure out what the difference was between the two. And here you can see their ribs, and so they're skinny ones. I was like, I don't know. How are you supposed to know?
Davar tov.
Davar Tov.
A good thing.
Is that thing? Good things.
So would that be the fruit?
Isha tova.
Root.
Isha.
Tova.
Yeah,
Eretz
she's
She's a
Ra'ah.
good woman. Sorry, what was that?
Eretz
Eret.
Ra'ah.
Eretz Ra'ah.
The on top right.
Eretz Ra'ah.
Eretz Tova.
To
Eretz
the left.
Parot
The good.
Tovot.
The top left?
Tovot. Parot Tovot.
Dvarim Ra'im.
Bottom left.
Yeah, so we'll just
Yeah.
have to memorize that for when we
Yeah.
take the quiz. This one's
Yeah.
plural, apparently. As soon as you crack it open, it's plural. All right, excellent.
D.
Oh, right there. Bottom.
D
Yo.
yo.
It's the top one.
Ra.
Bottom.
Ah,
Bottom.
The bottom.
Da.
Middle.
um,
Te.
Middle.
Te.
Mid.
te.
It's the top.
Is it Tay or Day?
Well,
I
there's
think
Day.
it says day, but there's no D. So
Yep.
it has to be
Yeah,
Tay.
so it has to be Tay.
she kind of
Yeah,
does
that's
that with her teeth, but
Uh-huh.
She makes it harder.
and
Yep.
yes.
That's kind of hard, isn't it? So te.
Hem.
Middle.
Uh-huh. Hem. So that one's kind of an interesting one because like I hear it different than a tsere kind of a sound. So anyway, that I always find that one really hard to hear when I'm listening to the videos to assume that it's that A sound.
That was when she was going through the words, I was like, oh, that's a tere, like not a sego,
Mhm.
Yeah, it was surprising with a lot of words because that's how she pronounces it.
Mhm.
It's more of an eh.
Hem, henna,
Sh. Sh.
Top.
yep.
The top one.
Ho.
It's the
Top
top one.
Ro.
Top one.
Top one.
Sho.
The bottom one.
Me.
Middle.
And the middle one.
Yay!
Excellent.
We are so
Shem.
good.
Shem.
The top one.
Yep.
Is
Aye.
the Sophie always at the end?
Yeah. So if it's at the
Okay.
end of a word, you're always going to
It's
make sure it's the
sweet.
final form.
Okay.
What was this sound?
Aye. Aye.
I,
The top one.
Yeah.
Tamar.
Middle one.
yeah, it has to be the middle one.
Yeah,
Ah.
Tamar. Oh, I thought
Me.
you said Damar. That was
E. Bottom.
Me.
far bottom.
Yeah, the bottom.
Yad.
The top.
Top.
God. Top one.
Batim.
Oh, that one's really quiet. Batim.
Bottom.
Batim.
Ma.
Top one. Oh, no,
Mi-
no, no.
Is it top or the middle?
Middle one. Middle one.
Shmi.
Sorry.
Shmi.
Shmi is the top one.
Is it top one?
Mhm.
Avraham.
It starts with Abraham.
Middle.
Yeah.
David.
Top one.
Top one.
Yadaim.
Is it the top one?
Has to be the top one.
Harim.
Harim.
Top one.
Top one.
Midbar.
Midbar, it'd be the top one.
Rosh.
I need the bar. Okay.
The
top.
Rosh. Oh, top. No, it can't be the top one. Because the vowel's in the wrong
Oh, it's
spot.
the bottom one. It's the bottom one
Yeah.
because Aleph has to carry the O.
Hard.
Middle.
You guys are excellent. Holy cow. Our in-person class would be so jealous right now. So with our in-person class, we're trying to do the communicative approach. So we haven't even done any alphabet at all. We're just hearing it. And it's very different, the approach to teach the different two. So yeah, where you guys have like, I mean, you're doing sight reading so quickly, but we did spend quite a bit of time in the alphabet. So, but isn't that fun to be able to sight read things, hear it, and be able to take a look at it? Oh, I
Yeah,
guess
that's the only way I can pronounce it. If I don't see it, then I don't know what it says.
Mm-hmm. And I forgot there was another quiz for number 10.
ראש הר. ראש הר.
Top one.
ראש אברהם.
Middle.
Is it the middle one?
Middle one, Abraham.
Yep.
I'm not sight reading these. I'm
Yad
just flat out
Isha.
reading them.
What did
Yeah,
it say?
Isha. What was it?
יד אישה.
Bottom.
Yad Isha.
The bottom one.
אברהם במדבר.
Middle. Bamid. Oh, bottom.
I think bottom
Oh,
because the top,
Yeah,
the
that-
middle one's too long.
Yeah, it's Avraham. And it's
Mhm.
me there.
שם
Yeah.
האישה תמר. שם האישה תמר.
Is that the bottom one?
No, it's the top.
No,
Shin.
top one.
Shem.
Shin.
And so here with
That-
this
that's
vowel,
Oh, yeah.
Shem.
Yep.
Because to me, it's in Dutch we say Shem, but that means jam.
oh,
So- That's how I can remember it. And oh, it's my Shem.
yep. What you gonna name your jam? So yeah, this one would be Shim, and then Ha'i.
Yeah.
האיש אברהם והאישה תמר.
Doesn't that one look a little daunting? Right?
Top one.
It has to be the, is it the top one?
Uh-huh.
Or, wait, Haisha?
האיש אברהם והאישה תמר.
Yeah, top one.
Yeah, top
Yeah,
one.
top one.
אברהם בבית ותמר במדבר.
The middle one.
I think it's the bottom.
That's what I was thinking, the bottom one.
Bye-bye.
it again.
אברהם בבית ותמר במדבר.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets tricky on this one.
Hey.
So babait versus
Oh,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
מי בת
bottom one.
דוד?
Middle.
מי בת דוד?
Yeah, it'd have to be the middle one.
so
Yeah.
bonus points. Who can answer that question? Me bat David.
Tamar.
Nope.
שמי בית.
The middle one.
Yeah.
Remind me
תמר בת דוד.
Tamar. The bottom.
More. But
David.
איה הידיים.
The middle one.
we have
Okay, ידיים.
שם האיש דוד.
The middle one.
middle one.
Close.
No?
David.
That's it on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
So David is,
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It is
it's
on
like
bottom.
the old
V.
DOL
Oh,
exercises.
that was a tricky one, the V. Oh,
Yeah.
I guess it would be devote. So
Yeah.
it
David.
wouldn't have, yeah, wasn't that tricky.
תמר בבית.
Bottom.
Bottom one.
Mar babait. Wow.
Yeah. You did it.
All right. Are we gonna press our luck and do quiz number 11? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, go ahead.
Really.
Might as well. Right.
Press our luck and go to the pronouns and I'll fail that one.
Well, let's actually do that
Hey,
one because so
yeah.
that we can get some more practice with it. It's an excellent one because yeah, we all need more practice with pronouns.
What's the word bait?
אתן.
Just a second.
I'm sorry. I could have, it was said in there. I don't remember that one.
Bait, like just in this quiz that we just took.
Yeah, maybe I saw it wrong. It was one I didn't remember.
because like bite, but bite
Yeah, it
maybe.
wasn't bite
It-
because it was spelled with a. Anyways, maybe I just saw it wrong.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Amy, is your hair pulled back or did you get it cut?
Oh no, it's.
It's pulled back. Okay. Ah,
אתן.
All right. Let's see.
Okay, a
אתן.
10 or a 10.
Aten.
Not
It's,
the women? No, I get that one mixed up.
Yeah.
The women.
the
Aten.
women. A 10 with the M at the end is men.
Okay, that should be easy enough to remember.
Yeah, that one.
אתה.
Ata.
Him, her pointing to
pointing.
him. Yeah,
הוא.
Pointing. Uh-huh.
the
Who.
bottom right.
היא.
Maybe we should
She.
let Alethea answer this.
There's
I'll show
I
her.
would have gotten these wrong, but I think he is the woman.
Left
Where
on the
she's
top.
pointing to the woman.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do know that one. That's the woman.
That's
Like
he.
she.
אני.
Ani.
That's herself. That's her pointing to herself.
הם.
I know that one.
הם.
the
Is it
bottom right.
the
one.
bottom left? Oh, it's the bottom right.
Right.
It's a
Right.
group of men.
Hem.
Oh, because the left one, he's pointing to her. Yeah, I was thinking she was pointing to him. Okay, so
הנה.
wait, so go back. Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I can't go back, but yeah, ask your question.
So what's the difference between, oh, is it their ages? That's the other thing that makes a difference too, huh? It's male, female, and age.
Not in these ones. So if we were
Okay,
to
so why?
It's just girls and women and men and boys.
That's what I'm saying. It's their age.
the age doesn't have anything to do with these pronouns right
It's
here.
not, it's, no, but the one we just left because it was the young boys and there was also the 3 shadow men and it wasn't the men. It was the picture of the 2 young boys. Why?
And
That's
so
what I'm saying. Is it the age because they're youth compared to adults?
nope, yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with the age. What it has to do with is who you're talking to. If you're talking about somebody or if you're actually talking to the person that you're referring to.
Oh,
So if I were to
well,
talk
that
to-
helps me.
Yeah. So for example, if I were to talk to you, Alethea, versus if I were talking to you all that are on this call, I'm still saying you, but it depends who I'm referring to. And so the shadow people,
Okay.
the shadow people here are as if I was talking to everyone here on the Zoom. I'm talking directly to you and you're a part of the conversation. But if I were talking about I don't
Those
know.
women,
Yeah,
these
somebody
women right here
I'm referring
in
outside
the photo on the right.
myself, and
Yeah.
so
And then it's more like them
yeah,
instead
them.
of you.
So in English, these 4 right here, so we would use we, they in the feminine, you, the plural masculine, you, the singular feminine, right?
Okay.
So them.
Yeah, because
So-
that you just messes it up in English because you is
Mhm.
always right.
Yeah, exactly. So you gotta like people in the South have it good, right? Like so you, y'all, like they distinguish between the different kinds a little bit, but yeah. So anytime we're talking about hem or henna, we're talking about them. Hem, them. So if you can kind of somewhat memorize
And
that.
and what is henna? Because that was hard for me.
Them, but in the feminine. So
And hem is the masculine.
So hem is
Okay.
them, and henna is them, but feminine.
Okay.
Hem, henna.
And if it's male and female, it's still hem.
No.
No. So hem is masculine, henna is
Oh, are you saying masculine and female together?
oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, always default to the
I just
masculine.
went, great, there's a third one.
No, sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so if that wasn't two women, that was a man and a woman, that would be still a hem.
Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
The picture in the top right. Okay. Okay, I
Yeah,
should be writing all this down.
No, you're good.
Okay.
henna,
Henna.
So that's the women on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got it.
at,
At.
Is that is that him
Is-
pointing to her?
Mm-hmm. At.
Yeah.
Yep. And so one thing that I try to hear on that one is when they make fun of each other. At para, ata hamor. So because I always get them mixed up for some reason. I always think at is ata and vice versa. So I try to think of when they're saying that. At para, ata hamor. So yeah, at.
Okay, this video, even though I don't understand like all the pronouns, this video cracked me up.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
I
I-
loved this video. Yeah.
My little girls just cracked up and like they would come and watch it with me when we were doing it.
I haven't showed you.
I showed it to
the
my
funniest
husband.
one.
Oh yeah, I showed it to my husband and he was like, huh. I told him what they were saying, but he didn't think it was cute or funny. I'm like, really? This
Come
is
on.
funny.
Yeah, once you get to know it, then
Did you say us on this one then?
uh-huh.
Yeah, is the top left.
At.
at dem,
The second, let me play again.
at dem,
At them.
So that's also the top
the
left,
guy.
right?
Good job.
At them.
It's the guy.
אנחנו,
Anachnu.
Us.
That's him pointing.
up.
Is that us?
Left on the top.
The first one.
Okay.
This one's with the finger that's a little bit blurry because it's moving. Anachnu.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they
that means
say a
us.
phrase in that. They
And-
use a phrase with that. I think it's like we and then couple. Is that what it is?
We, us.
Because is that what they're saying?
So like they say anachnu gamalim. Is that
No, I
No,
think
because I
they
know what gamalin is.
I think it's anachnu anashim.
We. Yeah, us too.
Anachnu? Yeah,
Anashim.
anachnu anashim would
Yeah.
be we are people or mankind. Anachnu.
Okay.
They might say anachnu shnaim. I don't think so though.
No,
'Cause
they don't say
two-
Schneim.
Anashim.
Yeah, we can go take a look at that video.
Okay.
So let me pull up the grammar chart for this one. Maybe that'll help us.
Hey, I just had these printed up last. Oh no, not the grammar. Dang it! I got the lesson ones printed up.
Yeah, let's see. Is that the one? Yeah. Okay, so in the singular, we have masculine and feminine for I being the same. It can be ani o anochi. And then when we're talking about you, let's take a look at you across the board, both singular and plural. It always starts with at. So at, ata, atem, aten. So anytime that you're referring to you, So this is meaning that you are talking to the person who you're pointing at. So if it's a singular male, at, if you're pointing and talking to a singular female, ata, if you're
No, you got,
No, you got that backwards. You're confusing me.
because that's how it should
Oh.
be. That's how it should
Sorry,
be.
I was looking at
That's
the colors of the cinnamon.
At is the feminine and ata is the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, masculine, feminine.
Why
Yep.
is that? Is there a reason for that? It just doesn't make sense.
I don't know. That's the
Because it's
of it all.
para. It should be AH for female, right?
They
Yeah.
should be opposite.
It seems like it's very opposite. Yep. As you can see it. Yep. And then in the plural masculine, atem, and plural feminine, aten. So anytime that you're saying you, it's
Okay.
going to start with at. And then for he and she. So who is he and he is she. And then we've got him and henna for they. So you're pointing at a group of people, but you're not talking to them directly. You're talking about them. So they.
Okay.
And then anachnu is the we.
So all of those or start with the huh. The hey.
Yeah. Ha, 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 at. And then these ones are on.
On
So ani, anochi, anachnu. Anytime that you are included in the mix, me or we, on, at, who, or he, or
Okay.
starts with the H.
I need to pull that up because that would have been super helpful. I've just been really struggling with that.
We'll just wait.
Okay.
It's gonna get crazy.
Oh, great. Age is going to go into it. Well, if it's anything like Spanish, then you have to have the pluralities match, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So, speaking of those kind of things, let me show you.
But if you like ata, if you think ach is brother, so it's male. So ata, the ach, maybe that will help. I don't know.
Maybe. I think I just need to start making cards or something and helping me out a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see. I gotta remember which video this is because it's like so funny. Yep, construct forms.
Is it four?
Okay, so this will be our homework for this next week. But anyway, just this funniest little thing here that cracks me up.
Oh, the fruit.
אברהם, הנה. הטובים הדברים בעיני אברהם? טובים הדברים בעיני אברהם. טובים מאוד הדברים
Correct.
בעיני אברהם.
I just find it so funny that they just kept that in there or whatever instead of just cutting it
Yes.
out. But like getting them into
Yes.
their personality, they must crack each other up all the time. But yeah, so
Okay, is that the one we're watching next week? Oh my gosh, because I understood nothing what she said there.
Lesson
You-
11.
I got Tove.
yep.
Yeah, that was about all I got.
Yeah.
Atovim hadavar b'nei Avram. So
And
Oh, okay, I got Avram. And I'm impressed that you even know what she's like, you remember what she said, because yeah.
yep, it's a common phrase. So is this thing good in the sight of Abraham? Because this is going to be a really common phrase throughout the Bible. So
right.
this thing was bad in the sight of God, or this thing was good in the sight of God. And so they're teaching us that construct form here, and it's going to be used a lot. And so anyway, yeah,
Okay.
but lesson 11, it's painful, but it's also they put in the comical relief for us. But yeah, I love this one. So I would just issue that caveat. Lesson 11 is going to be really painful, But if we need to take more weeks on it, don't worry about it. Like, don't feel too pressured at it because it's the beginning of lots of
A lot of
lot of
pain.
things. So they're introducing quite a few concepts so that we can work them out in the future videos. But yes, the construct forms is one of the harder topics because we're so foreign to it in English.
I don't even know what that means, construct forms.
I was just gonna ask what that means. So hoping somebody else would ask first.
So it's taking the
Since I'm just feeling like the not smart one this time, I'm okay.
I'm always the one asking like the obvious grammar questions, like, I don't know what that means in English.
Me too. Yeah, I had to really go back to my English classes in order to get fluent at how to teach.
I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
All those words. They are
So-
so foreign to me, and I cannot associate it with anything.
Yeah.
And I'm trying really hard to associate these words so I can remember what it means, but I mean, I'm totally lost. And my sister tries to help me because she used to be a teacher here, but no, I'm still lost.
Well, I think you're doing great because
But
when we
then
were
I
doing
got
those sight readings and
masculine
stuff,
and feminine and single and plural. I got that far.
yep,
You're learning what you need to, apparently.
yep, yeah, we're all doing
I need
great.
to go count because there's more there.
But yeah, so construct forms is basically taking this chart right here and applying it to every other word in Hebrew. So every word is going to break out into lots of different things depending on what you're talking about or who you're talking to.
Okay, that doesn't even make sense to me. Give me an example.
Is there an example in English?
Not necessarily. That's why it's so hard. Is 'cause it's
Oh,
a foreign
that's right,
concept.
because they change
Mhm.
everything. Okay,
So
right.
if you have learned Spanish, there's a common or not yeah, something that they share in common there. So like our conjugation trees where they conjugate the verbs differently, but in English we're so lazy with our conjugations that it doesn't even really follow its own rules half the time. But in Spanish, you're going to have similar things here, but it takes on a new level in Hebrew. So for example, with this video here, if we're going to be talking about children, let's just watch like this little 1 minute clip of this to kind of show what I'm talking about.
מי אלה? שמו ראובן, שמו יהודה, שמו יוסף, שמו בנימין. הוא בן יעקב. בן יעקב, בן
Son-
יעקב,
Son of
בן יעקב. מה אלה? אלה בנים. בנים.
So does that make sense? So we've got Ben,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Banim. We're making them plural.
So it's child and children.
Yes, but
sons.
we're going to
Actually,
flip it out.
son, but yeah.
בן, 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 בנים. בנים. בנים.
Bunny.
מה אלה?
That's
אלה בנות. בנות.
בנ-
בנות.
Bunny.
בנות. בת, 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 בנות.
You're just
בנות.
saying son, but making it plural.
בנים.
I mean, feminine.
So we've got Bat.
You're not saying daughter. You're not saying bat. You're saying ben oat. So you're making it a female son.
No,
It's kind
It's
Banot.
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 Banim, Banot.
of, okay.
בנות.
בנות.
בנים. בנות. הוא בן יעקב. גם הוא בן יעקב. אלה בני يعقوب بني يعقوب بنيم بني يعقوب.
So now the sons have an ownership or a father, somebody that they belong to, and so it changes to the construct form of b'nai. So they
Does
are,
that mean the?
what was that?
Does that mean of the, or the father of the father, or
Mhm.
of Yaakov?
Yeah. So b'nai Yaakov, so as soon as they have something that they're tied to, then it
It's
changes to its
possessive.
construct. What was that?
Possessive?
Yeah, possessive. Yeah, so it's kind of like our apostrophe S. But there's a different type of apostrophe S for every single piece on that chart.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
we can say from instead.
Mhm. Yeah.
The sons from, okay.
So B'nai Shalom, that group, the children of peace,
Yeah,
B'nai Shalom, B'nai Yosef, B'nai. And so after this, I let's see, can't remember which group it's in. It might be lesson 12. But at one point, we start talking about the parts of the body and how they are possessive. So whose mouth is it? It's instead of pay Cameron, it would be P Cameron. And so you have this construct form whenever you have a possession or an apostrophe S kind of a thing. So yeah, it gets a little tricky, but we'll take as much time as we need on it because it's very important to all of Hebrew. So yeah.
yeah. This B'nai Shalom, I used to call it B'nai Shalom because that's how you write it.
Yeah.
So I always said B'nai Shalom instead of B'nai Shalom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. B'nai. B'nai. So let's see. Oh, I'm in the wrong video because I was going to go back to lesson 9 and talk about a couple things. All right, so we've got like the names down. I think that that's so fun to actually like learn the names and be able to pronounce them well. So we're talking about Devarim. So translate for me what on earth she's talking about here.
أنني יודעת.
She
I don't know
said,
what
what
that
is
is.
أنني יודעת ما הדבר הזה.
I have no idea what
I
this
don't
is.
know. Isn't that
I
I
have
don't
no
know?
idea.
Yep, exactly. So a light bulb isn't biblical, so we're not going to learn a word for it. And so everything that we're learning, she's trying to exemplify that part. And so anything that is extracurricular, we're not going to cover in any of her lessons. But she is saying aneni yodat. So we learned that phrase back in lesson 2, just really quickly. But she's bringing it back here, and we'll start hearing it more as she's talking about things. Aneni yodat. So it's something that you might want to put on a flashcard and memorize it. Aneni yodat means I have no idea. Aneni yodat.
Is the ani in that? Is it like ani, like I? I don't know. Is that
Yeah, kind of. So here she says both of them.
אלה דברים. דברים. מה הדבר הזה? מה הדבר הזה? אינני יודעת. אני אינני יודעת מה הדבר הזה.
And so she says it in its construct form there at the beginning. But then she breaks it out because you can kind of re-emphasize the part ani aneni yodat. And so who doesn't have an idea? I don't have an idea. So that's a construct form.
אינני יודעת מה הדבר הזה.
So ma, what? Hadavar, the thing. Haze, this.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
have no idea what this is. أنني יודעת מה הדבר הזה. And then we learn kad. So kad is jar or vessel for carrying liquids.
I
You
thought
get-
it was interesting that that's a masculine, but kos is feminine. I
Isn't that
think
so interesting?
they're similar. Yeah.
And then our prepositions.
I also thought it was interesting. She kept the light bulb all the time, didn't she?
Yeah, I
In
was
the thing, like it was always there. She didn't take it out.
we're just gonna keep in things even though we don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Then it seemed like there was something in lesson 10
יד,
I wanted to make sure to touch on.
Yeah. And
Oh, and have we talked about gum? Because like sometimes
No.
she'll say uh Ben Yaakov gum or anyway, she's saying also. So gum, gamze, also this is a son of David, kind of a thing.
She said that in lesson 11, and I almost asked what it was, and I'm like, yeah, I just am not picking up on things.
Yeah, she'll like squeak in these little words here and there, but gum. So
Cute.
gum, it means also or as well as gum.
So that was an interesting vowel that it makes no sound, but you just have to have it there to look good.
Olive.
Yeah,
No, the two dots.
the
Oh,
shava.
oh, the
Exactly.
vowel.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's kind of like a placeholder so that other vowels don't squeeze into its spot, because each consonant needs kind of a placeholder underneath of it. So yeah, it has some more grammatical functions later on, but for now we're just kind of treating it as a silent.
Okay.
Yeah, well, maybe it was in the review. Just a second.
הנה,
Hine, did we describe what that one was? So,
behold,
yeah.
behold, look,
Behold, here I have hine.
Yeah.
A lot of times she'll start using that hine, Avram, hine.
oh, look,
Sometimes it can be here I am, hine.
yeah,
Okay.
like in the little dialogue that we used to do.
Yeah.
In,
I don't think I ever even noticed that. Like I noticed that I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah. Sometimes you just don't catch on to all of the little words that she's sprinkling in here, which I think is really interesting. So one thing that I was doing was looking at the, let's see, where do I go back to? Okay, so on the resources page of Aleph with Beth, which I'm going to start including these in my new thing, but so vocabulary lists. And so this vocabulary list, it doesn't say what the translations are, but it just says every single new word that she's starting to incorporate. And so hine was in one of those, and I was like, where on earth does she say that? And so I went back, watched the video, and oh yeah, she's starting to introduce it, like back 2 or 3 videos from here. And so yeah, I think that that'll be interesting. I think what I want to start doing is at the beginning of class, just go through all of the new words that are introduced in the video so that we make sure that we catch the ones that might kind of slip by the radar. Hine.
What was the website?
So in all of the video descriptions,
Okay.
oh, maybe not. Well, at least not in the quiz, I guess. But in all of the video descriptions, they're going to have a link to it as well.
Okay.
So it's freehebrew.online.
Okay. Because I went to that one, but it was more just,
Yeah, it's not the most,
okay.
not the
Oh,
great
maybe
laid
it's, oh, resources up at the top. Okay.
yeah, so it's all about their ministry and all this kind of stuff, but I have bookmarked resources because I go to it constantly. Every single day
Right.
I'm in one of these things. So there's the lesson scripts, there's the interactive quizzes, the grammar, and then the vocabulary lists. And then I'm also starting to look at the learning schedule all the time. So one thing that I wanted to pose out to all of you guys is, has anybody used Google Classroom before with anything? So it's actually really easy to set up. And so I was considering doing this, but it does require that each of the students have a Gmail account, I believe. And so I don't want to like exclude anyone, but at the same time, this is like really handy. So it's basically you just sign in and it would have all of the different links. So I would have the lesson scripts, the grammar thing all in one place, and easily be able to track things. So like classwork, here's how it would look for you guys. So on week 5, it would have every little thing here and you would just mark them as done. So it's kind of like our Learning Zion thing that we did before, but it'd be much more accessible that you could tie things into it. So with this, I would be able to post like our Zoom recordings in there. And then I would be able to, we'd have discussions. So it kind of has like a thing here where you could come in and just ask a question like, hey, in lesson 5, what is she saying? Kind of a thing. And we'd be able to respond to each other and kind of check it during the week. And it would just kind of keep things a little bit more organized. But anyway, I was just throwing that out there, seeing if anybody had opinions or had used it
Well,
before.
throw too much at us.
No, it's just the same thing as as the paper classwork, it's just easier.
Yeah, hopefully to be able to get
I'm
some of
just
the
trying to
links.
get used to what we have now.
But
Mhm.
this will be easier because now it's just a paper. You have to copy the link. You have to, like, it's frustrating for me because I can't remember what week we're on. And then if I have to go to 7, then I'm like, I have to go back and find the link for 7. And then I can't remember what week we were on.
Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people have voiced to me over the past couple weeks is that, yeah, we can never remember which week we're on or where the links, because they have to find the email and maybe they archived it, maybe it got deleted or something like that.
I have it pulled up, but I wasn't going to complain, Cameron, because I'm just grateful.
Well, no, I'm trying to figure out good ways
We
to
just
do it.
can call it lesson so and so instead of week so and so, lesson that and that. You know, just have one word like lesson so and so. Like we are supposed to do 9, 10, and 11. So that comes on the next one, lesson instead of week so and so. Because if you're not there for 1 week, then you get lost.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
I
No,
like this. I have a
then
Gmail
you
account.
still
My Gmail
have
account is
lesson-
82% full.
then you still have the lesson
Yeah,
numbers,
Sounds
you know,
like
so
me.
you can look at that.
I might have to make a new Gmail account, I'm thinking, but I've had this email since like 2003, I think,
Mhm.
which is probably why it's full, even though I keep cleaning it out.
I mean, it makes sense to me. I love
too.
having just everything right in one place, and you just know exactly where to click. That's instead of like having to like click around in different places.
And marking that it's done so you can remember, oh, wait,
yes. Yeah.
I did do that, or oops, I thought I did that yesterday. Oops, forgot my lesson yesterday.
Mhm. So yeah, so the week thing seems to be confusing. So if we come up with a different way to group that, like Jeanette's saying, and then use Google Classroom, let's try that out. So I'll get that done tonight. I'll get this next week's lesson material all put into there. But I'm hoping to use this same Google Classroom for both of our groups. So we'll just have to probably here in the stream, I'll make sure to put weekly reminders saying virtual Hebrew is studying whatever set, and the in-person Hebrew is studying whatever for that week,
Okay.
I think. And then if you ever have questions in the middle of the week, you can come in here and ask questions, and then I or other people in the class can kind of answer those.
I like that.
Do we get into the Google Classroom again? Sorry, I guess I got lost. How do we get there?
Oh, I never described it. So if you go to classroom.google.com, so I'll send out a link for everyone to actually join this specific one. So that'll be in an email. And then once you do, I would just bookmark it so that it's just easy to click it. But yes, I do believe that you do have to have a Google or a Gmail email to be able to access it. But you can try to sign up if you don't have a Gmail account and see if it will let you in. That's something that I want to troubleshoot later on today. But I believe as I was reading the things that you'd have to have one. But so for example,
In an email how to do it, maybe.
yeah, I'm gonna send out an email and try to get that.
Yeah, because I have Gmail already, so.
Oh, that's why I'm signed in as my student version. So let me sign in as my teacher version and show you and pull up the link so that you guys can join it right now and see if that works for you.
Because if I try to pull it up right now, I'll lose you because I have too many things open.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Because of my genealogy, I do different languages. So
Get the invite link and put it in the chat here.
then I can, you know, when I have time, I can do that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You probably want to copy and paste that link then.
Yeah, and so I'm going to send that link out in an email later on today. If you
Okay.
do want to copy it from the chat, I just put it in there. And then I'll give you some more instructions via email if you aren't able to access it right now. But
No,
yeah,
I'm on it. I
yeah.
just joined it.
Yep. So Alethea is on there. And so I can also send you like a custom link if that makes it easier. Let's see.
Can you just put me in there?
I think so. I don't know. We'll see if it works because I know some of these have like Hotmail things.
I'm guessing you'd have to approve or yeah, kind of click to get in. It's super easy though. Like what if you'll just, you know, in the email he sends, if you just click on it, it will just pop right up and
Mm-hmm.
then you just join and you're in. So it's not even, it's like a 2-click process.
Oh, that's why I couldn't add you. You've already in it. All right. Oh,
And I
and
can
so-
see my name, I think.
okay.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you've been
it says that
invited, but you haven't joined the group yet.
So you'll probably just need to click something to say you want to join.
Yeah, it'll
Mhm.
probably send it to your email.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's try that out for the week. I'm like I said, I've only started. We're going to be on week 7, so I need to like come up with a good naming convention for us. But then those things will be in there.
I think even like in this format, probably the week theme won't be so confusing, but because it's like easier to keep track of where you are. But anyways, I mean, obviously, if you
And
find
I
some-
could like rename this so that whichever week the virtual group is on, I can name it virtual, and then this one is going to be our in-person. week.
Sometimes I wish instead of the weeks, week is fine, but it had the date, like the beginning date of the week, just so
Oh,
I could go,
yeah.
oh, what week are we in? And then I could just look at the date and know. Does that help or is that like confusing?
Uh-huh. So virtual for February. And so I'll put the day that we're actually going to be reviewing that information, like kind of the due date almost. So the 26th.
So that's the end date, not the beginning date.
Yeah, the end date. So our virtual group is currently on week 7, and we're going to be reviewing that stuff on February 26th.
Okay. Okay.
Because in each of the lessons, I can put a due date on it, but then that would apply to the in-person group as well, and I think people would get confused with that. So
Yeah.
I think with the this way right here, putting so virtual for February 26th, we're going to be doing week 7 material.
That'll be helpful because that's confused me. Like I'm like, okay, week 7, but what week is it? Like I don't know what week we're on now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that will be helpful, at least for me. I don't know if it will be for everyone else, but for me, it will be
Yeah,
helpful.
let's try it 1 week and see. So yeah, for this group right here, we're going to be on week 7 and this virtual one, and then my in-person group is going to be on week 5. So later on today, I'll have all of the stuff populated in here, and I'll send out another email and with clarification on it.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
We'll give it a shot.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. It makes it hard technology-wise trying
Yeah,
to keep them
I'm
organized.
not a very computer person. You know, I can do what I need to do, and that's about it, you know.
Mhm.
Especially for family history, that's the only time that I'm really on it. Once in a while, an email or a Facebook thing, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Because I have no time for all these other things.
yeah, for sure.
And at my age, you only can have so much in your head, and then your head is full.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't want to think that I'm getting too old to learn something new, but sometimes I'm not sure.
Yeah. And that's one
Especially
thing about the Google
from one
Classroom.
different language to another different language, you know. It's
Yeah. That the Google Classroom is also available on mobile, so that it's really easy to pull up a video or a soundbite on your phone. And I was looking, the Quizlet flashcards are also
Uh-huh.
linkable with this really easy. So I think it'll be really good once we get it all figured out. But
if
the
I
transition might
if
be
I use my cell phone once a week, that's much
hard. Yeah.
because I cannot hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it goes out, they say, "Well, it calls you on your cell phone," and I just say, "That's nice,"
Yep.
because I don't hear it unless it's right next to me and I have it out of my purse laying there. Then I might hear it, but most of the time I don't hear it. And see, my phones are all caption phones, so I can read what everybody says because I can. And because I read lips, I have to constantly focus on what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, and so sometimes I get lost.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it makes it really tricky.
If you ever want to give up on me, go right ahead, say it, and then
No.
I'll wait.
You're doing excellent with sight reading and everything. Like, holy cow. It's amazing. No, we're never going to give up on you. That's one thing about this Hebrew group. We can go at whatever pace we need to go.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. Well, have a great week, everyone. We'll do the same time next week.
Thanks
Yay,
so much,
thank you.
Cameron.
Thank you,
Um,
Cameron.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.